Stoics. There's nothing better than sipping a cup of tea and enjoying videos with us. Wishing you a peaceful day. Please comment number 1 to start this exciting journey. Let's go.
Here are 11 psychological facts about women that you should know if you want to become the lover they desire. 93% of men do not know these facts and are rejected when they try to conquer a woman. Watch this video because by knowing these facts about them, you will be part of the 7% of the most attractive men in the world. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like the video. You can help me continue spreading the Stoic philosophy. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell to avoid missing any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment with a number 1. If you don't, please comment with a number 2 to let me know so I can make better videos in the future. Psychological fact. Number 1. Women fall in love based on smell. A study found that if a woman likes a man's smell, her chances of falling in love with him increase by 85%. According to the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro, women have 50% more neurons in the olfactory bulb than men, making them more sensory lovers. That is why, if you understand how to select the right fragrance, you will have a significant advantage in the game of seduction. Stay until the end of the video to find out which fragrances stimulate their senses the most. Psychological fact number 2. They are drawn to men who have their way. If you go too far with a woman at first, you will almost certainly face rejection. However, if you show respect and a little neediness for her, she will make herself available to you. Develop trust with her and feel free to touch her. It's always a matter of reading her body language and recognizing the signals or gestures she uses when she wants to be close to you. Psychological fact number 3. They feel something for you, but don't tell you. If a woman interests you, it's essential to avoid being her friend from the moment you meet her. According to a study, 68% of women admitted to considering having a love affair with a guy if they had known they could get their way. That's why I suggest you make it clear from the beginning, not directly, but by sub-communicating that you like her. If you want to know how, ask me in the comments. Psychological fact number 4. Women like womanizers. There's a phenomenon called pre-selection that reveals that women find men 3 times more attractive when they notice the interest of other women in them. This also happens when a man is surrounded by more women. So I suggest you get some female friends and start going out with them and observe how other women look at you. These friends don't necessarily have to interest you more than just for company and to create that pre-selection effect on you that will increase the interest of other women in you, making it easier for you to flirt with the woman you really like, the alpha. If you know how much you helped me by liking this video, you would do it right now. Did you already do it? Okay, let's continue. Psychological fact number 5. If she teases you, she's interested in you. If a woman teases you and gives you nicknames, it's very likely that she's attracted to you and uses this playful way to build trust with you. Because when it comes to falling in love, women don't know how to act other than through body language and this kind of playful teasing. I suggest you help her achieve her goal if you're really interested in her by showing interest in her as well. One strategy you can use to take advantage of her game is to play along with her by telling her what she wants to hear. You can say something like, "I know you call me that because you like me. Do you think I haven't noticed the way you..." Psychological fact number 6. Women love men who understand their language. Women appreciate it when you notice the signals they emit through their body language, consciously or unconsciously. As not all men know how to read these signals or the language they use most to fall in love, women tend to be more shy than men. They're afraid to express their love for you first. They detest rejection and therefore avoid it at all costs. The idea of a man rejecting them doesn't even cross their minds. That's why they use their body language to tell you how they feel. If a woman makes a gesture to intentionally make you fall in love, she expects you to play along. And if she sees that you don't catch what she's trying to tell you with the signal, she simply stays silent and forgets about it. If you're interested in learning about these signals in women's body language, ask me in the comments. The next piece of information is a very interesting strategy that you can use. Psychological fact number 7. Women are concerned about their appearance while engaging in intimate activities. Women are particular about the design and color of what they wear underneath their clothes, but they are most concerned with maintaining a good appearance when engaging in intimate activities. So instead of remaining silent, compliment her on how nice her lingerie looks. You'll notice that by boosting her ego in this way, she'll be more likely to wear a much prettier and more eye-catching outfit for you, which will serve as motivation for her to see you again. Psychological fact number 8. Women experience more sensations with a man who connects with them. When you understand the psychological complexity of the female mind, you can enhance her satisfaction when engaging in intimate activities. Because women are less physical than men and operate more with the mind and sensations. That's why I suggest you be less direct with women and be more subcommunicative. Strive to be a little more emotional so that you can easily connect with them. Take your time with her before doing anything together. Ask her questions that prompt her to express herself emotionally, and this will make her feel that you understand her very well. And believe me, she will fall much more in love with you. With the following piece of information, you must be very careful. Psychological fact number 9. Women love their friends more than their partners. Some women are capable of loving their best friend more than their boyfriend. It has been proven that women's friends have the ability to stimulate their emotions more. Because when a woman leaves her partner at home to meet with a friend, her mind enters a more sensitive state. As she heads to that encounter with her friend, she has no prejudice. She knows he won't judge her and will support her emotionally. With their friend, they receive an emotional satisfaction that makes them confuse this feeling with love. So it's better to prevent your girl from having any trusted friend because there can be a betrayal at any moment, unless the friend has wings of an angel. Psychological fact number 10. Women accept dates just for food. According to statistics conducted in the United States, surprisingly, 38% of women accept dates just to get free food, highlighting the complexity of recognizing the motivation behind a woman saying yes to a date. So I recommend that before asking a girl out, make sure she's really interested in you. Ask me in the comments if you want to know how to tell if a girl is interested in you. Remember, at the end of the video, I'll tell you which fragrance you should use to stimulate her senses. Psychological fact number 11. When they are upset, they prefer you to approach them. If a woman is upset with you, she will feel better if you try to figure out why she is upset by paying attention and showing empathy. Understanding them can be difficult at times, but they were born with the ability to experience emotions. They are not as emotionally stable as us men. Both positive and negative emotions stimulate them. That's why they often fall for the guy who mistreats them. I'll explain it later. For the time being, get used to the emotional games that women enjoy playing. Regarding psychological fact number 1 about which scent stimulates women, here are some of the aromatic essences that most stimulate women: jasmine and lavender. In 2017, a study was conducted with 2 groups of men and 1 group of women. Each of these women spent time with 2 men individually. One of them wore a perfume lacking these 2 fragrances, while the other wore a perfume made with a jasmine-based aroma. It was found that jasmine-based fragrances efficiently stimulate women and make them feel more attracted to the man wearing them. You can find several perfumes with these fragrances on the market, such as the famous French Orpheon or the Pays Basque Eclectic. Thank you for watching the video until the end. Please like this video, subscribe, and leave your comment. Until next time.
9 ways to identify fake people. Behind every smile there's a story, but can you tell if it's genuine or just a mask? 1. Inconsistent stories. Beware of those whose tales wander and contradict. The stories of fake people often lack consistency, revealing a facade they struggle to maintain. These individuals are like chameleons, constantly altering their stories to fit the situation or audience. Their narratives often change dramatically over time, as they forget the details of their own fabrications or find new stories that serve their purpose better. This inconsistency isn't just a harmless trait. It's a deliberate tactic used to manipulate or impress others. Inconsistent stories are a hallmark of a lack of authenticity. Real people with genuine experiences have no need to constantly change their stories. Their life narratives are consistent, and while they might forget minor details, the core of their stories remains the same over time. Fake people, on the other hand, often find themselves trapped in a web of their own deceptions. As they struggle to keep track of their various tales, discrepancies become more apparent. This behavior can be particularly damaging in personal relationships and professional settings. In personal relationships, inconsistent stories can lead to a breakdown in trust. After all, if you can't trust someone to tell you the truth about their past, how can you trust them with your future? In professional environments, these inconsistencies can lead to a toxic workplace atmosphere where colleagues can't rely on each other and superiors can't make informed decisions. Identifying such individuals requires attentiveness and a good memory for details. By paying close attention to what someone says over time, patterns of inconsistency can emerge. This vigilance is not about being paranoid, but about protecting oneself from potential manipulation or deceit. When faced with inconsistent stories, it's important to question the narrative and seek clarity. Often, simply asking for more details or clarification can unravel a fake story, as the person may struggle to maintain the facade under scrutiny. 2. Superficial connections. Scratch the surface and you'll find shallow roots. Fake individuals prefer breadth over depth in their relationships, rarely forming meaningful bonds. These people often have a long list of acquaintances but very few, if any, true friends. Their connections are based on what others can offer them, rather than mutual respect or genuine affection. Superficial connections are a strategy, a way to navigate social landscapes without ever truly committing to anyone. These shallow relationships are characterized by a lack of depth and understanding. Fake people don't invest the time and emotional energy needed to build real connections. They might know many people, but their knowledge of these individuals is often limited to surface-level details, names, job titles, and other basic information. There's no sharing of personal struggles, no deep conversations about hopes and dreams, and no genuine emotional support. This approach to relationships is inherently self-serving. Fake individuals engage with others based on what they can gain, be it social status, professional advantages, or other benefits. They're often seen flitting from group to group, always seeking the most advantageous association. In doing so, they miss out on the true value of deep, meaningful relationships, the kind that provide support in tough times, joy in good times, and growth throughout life. The impact of such superficial connections can be profound. For those who form connections with these fake individuals, it can lead to feelings of being used or unappreciated. For the fake individuals themselves, it can result in a lonely existence, devoid of true companionship and support. They may find themselves surrounded by people, but lacking any real connection to any of them. To identify such superficiality, look for patterns in how individuals discuss their relationships. Do they only talk about what others can do for them? Do they switch social circles frequently? This behavior is often employed in both personal and professional contexts. In personal relationships, excessive flattery can be used to create a false sense of trust or to mask true intentions. In professional settings, it might be a tactic to curry favor or to distract from a lack of competence or commitment. The danger of this behavior lies in its ability to mislead and manipulate, creating an environment where genuine talent and effort are overshadowed by empty words. Moreover, those who frequently use excessive flattery often struggle with authenticity in other aspects of their lives. They may have a skewed perception of relationships, viewing them as transactions rather than mutual connections. This transactional approach can lead to a superficial social circle, where people are valued for what they can provide rather than who they are. To navigate through such deceit, it's essential to learn to differentiate between genuine praise and flattery. Genuine compliments are usually specific, related to real achievements or qualities, and given without expectation of something in return. In contrast, flattery often feels vague, exaggerated, or unrelated to actual accomplishments. Being aware of these differences can help in identifying individuals who use excessive flattery as a deceptive tactic. 4. Lack of empathy. A hollow heart can't empathize. Those who are insincere often show a notable absence of genuine concern and empathy for others. This lack of empathy is a significant red flag, indicating a person who is unable or unwilling to connect with others on an emotional level. Such individuals often disregard the feelings and needs of others, focusing solely on their own desires and objectives. The absence of empathy in a person's behavior can manifest in various ways. It may be evident in their indifference to others' difficulties or in their inability to celebrate others' successes genuinely. They might disregard the emotional well-being of those around them or fail to offer support when it's needed. In more extreme cases, a lack of empathy can lead to manipulative or harmful behaviors, as the individual does not fully consider or care about the impact of their actions on others. This characteristic is particularly damaging in relationships, whether personal or professional. In personal relationships, a lack of empathy can prevent the development of a deep, meaningful connection. It can lead to a one-sided relationship, where one person's needs and feelings are consistently ignored or undervalued. In professional settings, it can create a hostile and uncollaborative environment, as colleagues and employees may feel undervalued and misunderstood. Identifying a lack of empathy involves observing how individuals respond to situations that require emotional understanding. Do they show genuine concern when others are upset or in distress? Are they able to celebrate others' successes without making it about themselves? Do they show understanding and patience during difficult times? Answering these questions can provide insight into whether a person lacks empathy, which is a crucial component of genuine and healthy relationships. 5. Manipulative behavior strings are for puppets, not people. Fake individuals often manipulate others for personal gain, disregarding the feelings of those around them. This manipulative behavior is a deliberate strategy to control or influence others to achieve one's own goals. It can take many forms, from subtle emotional manipulation to overt exploitation. Such behavior is inherently selfish and shows a blatant disregard for the well-being and autonomy of others. Manipulators often possess a keen understanding of human psychology and use this knowledge to their advantage. They might use guilt, charm, coercion, or deceit to get what they want. This manipulation can be particularly damaging, as it often goes unnoticed until significant harm has been done. The victims of manipulation might find themselves in situations where they feel confused, guilty, or even responsible for the manipulator's actions. In personal relationships, manipulative behavior can lead to a toxic dynamic, where one person constantly feels under pressure to meet the other's demands or expectations. This can lead to a loss of self-esteem, anxiety, and emotional distress. In professional settings, recognizing and addressing manipulative behavior is crucial for maintaining healthy, respectful, and authentic relationships. By being aware of these tactics and taking steps to protect oneself, it's possible to build connections based on mutual respect and genuine understanding, rather than manipulation and deceit. 6. Frequent disappearance. When the going gets tough, the fake get going. Notice those who only appear in good times but vanish during challenges. This pattern of frequent disappearance is a telltale sign of a fair-weather friend or colleague, someone who is there for the ride but not for the journey. These individuals are quick to bask in shared successes or joyous occasions, but conspicuously absent during moments of difficulty or need. The harm of this behavior lies not just in the absence itself, but in the false sense of reliability it creates. People who frequently disappear betray the trust placed in them, leaving friends, family, or colleagues feeling abandoned and unsupported. In personal relationships, this can lead to feelings of loneliness and betrayal, as the individual realizes that their connection was contingent on positive circumstances. Professionally, it can disrupt team dynamics and hinder progress, as these individuals fail to contribute in times of stress or challenge. Identifying such individuals requires a keen observation of patterns over time. It's important to notice not just who is present in moments of success or celebration, but also who remains when situations become challenging. Loyalty and reliability are proven in adversity, not in ease. 7. Broken promises. A castle built on promises is built on air. Fake people make commitments easily but seldom follow through. This tendency to break promises is a critical indicator of a lack of integrity and reliability. Making a promise is, in essence, giving one's word. Breaking it is a sign of disrespect toward the recipient and oneself. It erodes trust and damages relationships, whether personal or professional. The impact of broken promises goes beyond the immediate disappointment or inconvenience. Repeatedly breaking promises can lead to a loss of credibility and respect. In personal relationships, it can cause emotional harm, creating an environment of uncertainty and insecurity. In professional settings, it undermines one's reputation and can jeopardize career opportunities and relationships with colleagues and superiors. To deal with individuals prone to breaking promises, it is crucial to set clear expectations and boundaries. Holding them accountable for their commitments can sometimes prompt a change in behavior. However, it's also important to protect oneself from the potential negative impacts of their unreliability by not relying solely on their promises. 8. Excessive self-promotion. In their world, the spotlight never dims. Self-centered and constantly seeking attention, fake individuals often exaggerate their achievements. This excessive self-promotion is not just about having confidence or a strong sense of self. It's about a deep-seated need for validation and admiration. Such individuals often have an inflated sense of their own importance and believe they deserve constant recognition and praise. This behavior can be disruptive in both personal and professional environments. In personal relationships, it can lead to a lack of balance, where one person's needs and achievements overshadow everyone else's. Professionally, it can create a toxic environment where collaboration and teamwork are undermined by one person's need to stand out at all costs. Recognizing excessive self-promotion involves paying attention to how individuals talk about themselves and their achievements. Do they consistently dominate conversations with tales of their accomplishments? Do they exaggerate or fabricate details to appear more successful or important? Such patterns can indicate a tendency towards self-promotion that borders on inauthenticity. 9. Unreliable instincts. Trust your gut. Often, our instincts can sense inauthenticity before our mind can rationalize it. This intuitive feeling, sometimes referred to as a gut feeling, is an important tool in identifying fake people. Our subconscious can pick up on subtle cues and inconsistencies that our conscious mind might miss or rationalize away. However, it's important to remember that instincts are not infallible. They can be influenced by our biases and past experiences. Therefore, while it's crucial to listen to your instincts, it's also important to balance them with rational thought and observation. If your gut is telling you that someone is insincere, take a step back and observe their behavior more objectively. Look for patterns and evidence that either confirm or contradict your intuition. Unreliable instincts can lead us astray, particularly in complex social situations where our biases and preconceptions play a significant role. Cultivating self-awareness and being mindful of these biases can help refine our instincts, making them a more reliable guide in assessing the authenticity of those around us. In conclusion, while instincts are a valuable tool in identifying fake people, they should be used in conjunction with rational analysis and observation. By doing so, we can develop a more accurate and nuanced understanding of the people we interact with, allowing us to form more authentic and meaningful relationships. As we navigate through the complexities of human relationships, understanding the signs of inauthenticity is crucial. Remember, the journey towards genuine connections is paved with awareness and wisdom. We've explored the subtle yet significant traits that reveal the true nature of those around us. From the inconsistencies in their stories to the unreliability of their commitments, each sign is a guidepost on this journey. But the quest doesn't end here. Our channel is dedicated to empowering you with insights and knowledge to enhance your understanding of human behavior and relationships. By subscribing, you join a community committed to personal growth and authentic living. Don't let the journey stop with this video. Hit the like button if you found these insights valuable, and subscribe to stay updated with more content that enlightens and inspires. Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. Your story could be the beacon that guides someone else to clarity. Together, let's build a world where authenticity reigns and genuine connections thrive. Remember, your intuition is your compass, and your willingness to learn is the key to navigating the seas of relationships. Like, subscribe, and embark on this continuous journey of discovery with us. Every click, every share, every subscription helps us reach more people, spreading knowledge that has the power to transform lives. Thank you for watching, and remember, in a world full of facades, your authenticity is your greatest strength. Embrace it, nurture it, and watch your relationships flourish in the light of truth.
The more you reveal your pain, the more people may want to hurt you. Although it does not always occur, it is common for some people to take pleasure in your suffering or even contribute to it occurring or worsening. Unfortunately, sadism and envy are common behaviors that can stifle personal growth in a variety of settings, including work, a circle of friends, and even family. As a result, learning not to show your weak point can become your strong point. Consider yourself a tree in the middle of a storm. The leaves may flutter and the branches may sway, but the trunk remains firm and firmly planted in the ground. This is the image of silent resilience that we will teach here. We will discuss how you can become even stronger by demonstrating that you are not easily influenced by external internal issues, and how each challenge teaches you to be like the tree. You are not denying the storm by acting as if nothing bothers you. Rather, you're choosing not to let the rain soak you and the wind knock you down. You will learn to be the master of your own fate, firm, strong, and calm in the midst of chaos. In this video, we'll go over 17 Stoic rules from Epictetus, a great and well-known philosopher you've probably heard of. Furthermore, I invite you to self-knowledge, where strength comes from the silence of the light that... The first rule is, be prepared to fail, because it is the only way to progress. We do the impossible to avoid being labeled as idiots. Epictetus, on the other hand, has a different point of view. According to his philosophy, being considered such is one of the best things that can happen to you because it allows you to grow professionally and personally. The Stoic philosopher reminds us that overcoming is the result of a long path of trial and error, rather than a spontaneous reaction. For it is only through trial and error that we can refine what separates us from excellence. The second rule is, always remember that death is waiting at the end of the road.
This is not advice that calls us to pessimism, but to be aware that death is the final destination of all our actions, and especially our efforts. Once we have this in mind, perhaps we will start to evaluate to what extent it is worth spending 20 years of our limited life saving to pay for a house that, as much as it weighs on us, we will not be able to take with us wherever we go once death visits us. Just as we carry in our bag those objects that we consider indispensable for our daily life, such as the phone, credit cards, and our toothbrush, it would greatly benefit us to carry a small notebook with these Stoic principles, because thanks to them, we will no longer see setbacks as misfortunes, nor life as internal time we have at our disposal, but we will acquire a more realistic view of our existence and certainly make better use of our time of life. The third rule is, listen twice as much as you speak. Have you ever considered why nature provided us with 2 ears but only 1 mouth? There is no error or coincidence in this according to Epictetus, but rather a clear purpose behind this reality. We are not called to fall in love with our own voice, but rather with the voices of others. We advance in life by learning from others, not by repeating our own speech over and over. So starting today, start paying more attention to what people around you say and less attention to what you've been upholding up to this point. The fourth rule is, always prepare for the worst. Believing that unfavorable circumstances await us in the future is one of the leading causes of anxiety and its devastating consequences. We are afraid that our children will drop out of school, that we will be fired, that our spouse will confess to us that they have been having an affair with someone else and will ask for a divorce, or that something else bad will happen to us, such as going bankrupt. The problem is that we fear one of these issues one day and another the next, and so on. Life's path, in addition to reserving good and happy parts for us, also reserves a handful of unavoidable problems. Therefore, we live in permanent stress caused by different stimulation each day. And this is where Epictetus comes into the picture. Since his proposal is as drastic as it is effective, he says, "Think that all these things you fear so much have already happened. So what could be worse?" In this way, your spirit will develop coping strategies to move forward with your head held high. The fifth rule is, be aware of the threats of fortune. This wealth that we seek carries a stigma from which few people can escape. And it's not just about the people who will appear out of nowhere to take advantage of our good fortune, such as by pretending to have feelings for us. Money has the power to change people, and not always for the better. Once we have this highly sought-after resource, we have something we did not know we had, and it is from that point that our spirit may begin to poison itself in the face of the loss of moral values. The sixth rule is, guilt is synonymous with plague. Narrow-minded people blame others, ordinary people blame themselves. But the wise see all guilt as foolishness. Thanks to this phrase from Epictetus, therapists nowadays have begun to approach guilt as a feeling to be eradicated from our lives. The only way to win the competition against guilt is to refuse to play with it. The problem is that it results in an easy path, since by blaming others or ourselves, we completely absolve ourselves of the responsibility to correct the mistake. Therefore, resorting to it is a temptation that is hard to escape. Only those people driven by a firm determination to overcome are capable of avoiding guilt and still manage to take responsibility for their actions. The seventh rule is, true wealth is found in a contented spirit. Epictetus had his own definition of happiness because of Stoicism, and we can see it in one of his famous quotes. "A wise man is one who does not fret over what he lacks, but rejoices in what he has." This reflection is more than a thought. It is advice to learn to stop feeling afflicted by those riches that are not yet a part of our lives. Because when we allow ourselves to complain and mourn for what we lack, we lose valuable minutes of happiness in which we could be thankful for everything we have accomplished thus far, which is far more than our eyes are trained to appreciate. The eighth rule is, incorporate humility into your life. If you really want to learn something, it is essential that a person learns what they believe they already know. Through this phrase, Epictetus calls us to make use of our humility, especially in the realm of learning. Going through life, boasting of the pride of knowledge, distances us more and more from the authentic knowledge that arises from the conviction that we are completely ignorant about what we intend to learn. In this way, we will look at everything through the eyes of a child, which harbor as much capacity for wonder as they do a desire to learn. Rule number 9 is, never forget that your reactions shape your destiny. We should not take our reactions lightly, as they will undoubtedly determine our success or failure. And Epictetus was unequivocal about it. He taught us that we cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond to it. Misfortune can strike any of us, but it is what we do when it does that will determine our fate from that point forward. Divorce can mean entering a world of depression and victimization for some people. Epictetus, on the other hand, sees it as a golden opportunity to begin the path of self-knowledge. Remember that what happens to you is not as important as what you do with it. Rule number 10 is, make alliances with winning people. It's curious how when someone sneezes next to us, we immediately move away, invaded by the fear that they will infect us. However, we are not so cautious to avoid one of the most lethal contagions we are exposed to daily. Epictetus left us a wise piece of advice about this. Surround ourselves with people who make us want to give our best, because people's behavior greatly influences our state of mind. There are people who drain our energy and ruin our day, while others leave us full of joy and vigor. Therefore, one of the smartest decisions we can make is to ally ourselves with those who bring good vibes into our lives, while we say goodbye to those who have the ability to make us regret being born. Rule number 11 is, invest in simplicity. Why live frugally when we can surround ourselves with all manner of luxuries nowadays? The answer is much simpler and more logical than you think. Wealth does not sustain itself. It requires commitment and a great deal of daily energy to sustain this system of luxuries and wealth. In contrast, when we choose a simple lifestyle, we remove the stress of having to meet the due dates of bills, loans, and credit cards. Rule number 12 is, always do your duty. Each of us plays an important role in society and the world, and the sun does not require praise or enchantments to rise each morning. But it happens every day, and that's the end of it. As a result, just as every part of nature does its job, we must fulfill our responsibilities. We fail both the environment to which we belong and ourselves if we wait for praise or praise to do our work. If we know what our task is and are aware that others rely on it, it is our moral obligation to complete it without waiting for someone to remind us. Rule number 13 is, stop worrying about things over which you have no control. Your opinion is yours, but not your reputation. You have the desire and zeal for the hunt, but you have no control over the amount of goods you have, or your success. Worrying and becoming irritated about things we cannot control is simply a decision to waste time. According to Epictetus, we are called to cultivate those values over which we have control, but it is also our responsibility to let go of what is beyond our control and allow fate to take care of it. Rule number 14 is, do not hate those who hate you. Instead, ignore them. You are much bigger and far more powerful than the person who criticizes, despises, and discriminates against you. So don't waste your time hating that person, because they don't even deserve to be in your thoughts. We are encouraged not to be afraid of people who would harm us, because the noise represents a regrettable attempt to harm us. So ignore it and develop immunity to it. Rule number 15 is, always extract the benefit from things. Whatever happens, it is up to you to take advantage of it or not. These were the words of Epictetus. As you can see, it is not about having the option to take the good out of adversity, but that doing so is our duty. As long as there is intelligence in you, there will be the ability to realize the advantages you can take from the situation that has struck you. Imagine that one day you arrive at work to find out you will be fired. Instead of despairing and accusing the universe of being against you, you have the option of venturing into that enterprise you dreamt of, while fulfilling your work schedule alongside people you disliked. Therefore, always try to look for the positive in a situation, as this movement added up throughout your life will certainly take you further than just lamenting. Rule number 16 is, when you allow the comments and attitudes of others to bother you, you are handing over control of your life. Any person capable of making you angry becomes your master. However, that person can only make you angry when you allow yourself to be disturbed by them. Epictetus makes us understand that there are many keys within us, and some lead us to happiness, while others lead us directly to emotional ruin. And it is precisely this last key that we hand over to those who make us angry. The solution to this problem is to put up a barrier that prevents us from being affected by the attitudes of others. Because definitely each one is the owner of what they say, and also of what they decide to listen to. Rule number 17 is, friendship is more important than wealth. Genuine friends are true wealth because they will be there to support us if our material fortune fades. As a result, if you devote yourself to cultivating genuine friendships, you will be making a very profitable long-term investment. In addition to being incredibly useful for everyday life, Stoic principles are teachings that can help us navigate bad times with interest and resilience, as there is no place in their philosophy for fantasizing, but only for applying what is learned and moving forward. I hope you liked the video, and since you've made it to the end, leave a like and a comment. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. See you soon.
Welcome back to the land of the Stoics. There's nothing better than sipping a cup of tea and enjoying videos with us. Wishing you a peaceful day. Please comment number 1 to start this exciting journey. Let's go.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we explore fascinating facts about love, relationships, and psychology from Stoicism. In today's video, we'll delve into 11 more intriguing facts about women and how they relate to love and relationships. Are you ready to discover it with us? Let's get started. Alright, let's dive into the first fact. When we talk about women and their relationships with love, there are some intriguing aspects we can explore. The idea that women can't keep a secret for more than 47 hours is quite fascinating. This statistic speaks to the nature of communication and emotional expression among women. Women often have a more expressive and verbal communication style, which means they may feel a stronger urge to share their thoughts and feelings, including secrets. This isn't necessarily a negative trait. It can be a reflection of the deep connections they build with others. When you think about why women might struggle to keep secrets, consider the social and psychological factors at play. Women often value relationships and connection highly. Sharing information, even secrets, can be a way to strengthen bonds and feel closer to others. This tendency might stem from evolutionary roots, where women historically relied on strong social networks for support and survival. By sharing secrets, women may feel they are fostering trust and intimacy within their relationships. However, it's important to understand that not all women will fit into this mold. Personality differences play a significant role. Some women may be exceptionally good at keeping secrets, valuing privacy, and discretion more than others. These individual differences remind us not to generalize too broadly when it comes to behavior patterns. In the context of love and relationships, this tendency to share can have both positive and negative impacts. On the positive side, open communication is often the foundation of healthy relationships. When women share their thoughts and feelings, it can lead to greater understanding and empathy between partners. It can also encourage men to be more open and communicative, fostering mutual vulnerability and connection. On the flip side, the inability to keep secrets might sometimes cause friction, especially if the secrets shared are sensitive or private matters that the partner prefers to keep confidential. Trust is a crucial element in relationships, and if one partner feels their privacy is compromised, it can lead to conflicts and a breakdown in trust. Thus, it's essential for both partners to navigate these dynamics with sensitivity and mutual respect. Moreover, it's worth noting that the act of sharing isn't limited to negative or harmful secrets. Women often share positive news, dreams, and aspirations with their partners and friends. This sharing helps build a network of support and encouragement. In a romantic relationship, knowing that your partner is excited about your achievements and dreams can be incredibly affirming. The cultural context also plays a significant role. In some cultures, women might be encouraged to be more reserved and discreet, while in others, openness and expressiveness are valued traits. These cultural norms influence how women approach secrecy and sharing. Understanding these nuances can help partners better appreciate each other's perspectives and navigate their relationship more effectively. Another interesting aspect to consider is the difference in how men and women handle secrets and private information. Men might be more inclined to keep things to themselves, not necessarily out of a desire to hide things, but due to a different communication style. Men might process their thoughts and emotions internally more often, while women might prefer to verbalize and discuss them. These differences can sometimes lead to misunderstandings, but can also complement each other when approached with understanding and patience. In relationships, finding a balance between sharing and privacy is key. Both partners need to feel secure and respected in their need for confidentiality, as well as in their desire to share. Open dialogues about what feels comfortable and respectful can help establish boundaries that work for both partners. This balance is part of building a trusting and supportive partnership. It's important to remember that the concept of keeping secrets and sharing information is just one aspect of the complex dynamics in love and relationships. Effective communication, mutual respect, empathy, and trust are all critical components that contribute to the strength and longevity of a relationship. By understanding and appreciating the nuances of how we communicate and connect, we can foster healthier, more fulfilling relationships. The second one, women perceive colors differently from men and how this plays into our daily interactions and relationships. Firstly, let's delve into the science behind this. Women, on average, see 20% more colors than men due to a genetic mutation found on the X chromosome. Since women have two X chromosomes, they have a higher likelihood of possessing this mutation, which allows for enhanced color vision. Men, having only one X chromosome, are less likely to benefit from this mutation. This genetic difference means that women can distinguish more shades and notice subtle color variations that men might not even perceive. Now, imagine the everyday implications of this. Think about scenarios where you and your partner are choosing paint colors for a room or deciding on an outfit. You might notice subtle differences between two shades of blue that your male partner sees as virtually identical. This isn't just a matter of preference or taste, but a genuine perceptual difference. It's a bit like having an extra tool in your sensory toolbox that allows you to navigate the world with a slightly richer palette. Understanding this difference can be incredibly useful in relationships. For instance, when you feel frustrated because your partner doesn't see the obvious difference between two colors, it's helpful to remember that their visual perception is genuinely different from yours. This knowledge can foster patience and empathy. Instead of thinking, "Oh, why can't he see what I see?" you might reframe it to, "He literally can't see what I see," which can reduce unnecessary conflict and enhance mutual understanding. This difference in color perception isn't just about avoiding arguments over home decor or fashion choices. It speaks to a broader theme of how men and women perceive and interpret the world differently. These differences can be seen in various aspects of life, from how we communicate to how we solve problems. By acknowledging and respecting these differences, couples can learn to complement each other's strengths and weaknesses, creating a more harmonious partnership. For instance, if you're planning a wedding or a major event, your keen eye for color detail might make you the perfect person to handle the aesthetics, while your partner might excel in other areas such as logistics or budgeting. Recognizing and valuing each other's unique abilities can lead to a more effective and enjoyable collaboration. It's about playing to each other's strengths rather than getting bogged down by differences. Moreover, this genetic trait can have professional implications as well. Women might excel in fields that require a keen eye for color, such as design, art, or any profession where color differentiation is crucial. Understanding this advantage can help women leverage their natural abilities in their careers. It can also encourage employers to appreciate and utilize the diverse strengths of their female employees. However, it's important to remember that not all women will exhibit this enhanced color perception to the same degree. Just like any other trait, there are individual variations. Some women might notice a significant difference in shades, while others might not. The key is to understand that this trait exists and can influence how women and men perceive the world differently, without assuming it applies uniformly to all individuals. In daily interactions, being aware of this difference can help avoid misunderstandings and enhance communication. For example, if you're trying to describe a color to your partner, understanding that they might not see the same subtle differences can lead to more effective communication. Instead of saying, "It's a kind of bluish green," you might find it more helpful to use specific names of colors or provide visual examples. This way, you bridge the gap in perception and ensure you're both on the same page. This difference also highlights the beauty of human diversity. Our genetic variations make each of us unique and capable of experiencing the world in our own special ways. Embracing these differences can lead to richer, more varied experiences and perspectives. In relationships, this means appreciating and celebrating what makes each partner unique, including how they see the world. Finally, let's bring this back to the broader context of relationships and personal growth. Understanding the science behind these differences in perception can foster greater empathy and patience in our interactions. It reminds us that many of our frustrations with our partners might stem from genuine differences in how we experience the world. By approaching these differences with curiosity and openness, we can build stronger, more understanding relationships. This fact is a fascinating example of how our biological differences shape our experiences. This knowledge can enhance empathy and communication in relationships, allowing us to appreciate and leverage our unique abilities. By understanding and respecting these differences, we can create more harmonious and fulfilling partnerships, celebrating the rich tapestry of human diversity. Now let's talk about a thing you might have experienced: feeling both attracted to and wary of a man who is very talkative and maintains eye contact. This is more common than you might think. Studies show that women often have ambivalent feelings towards such men. On one hand, a talkative and engaging man can be seen as confident, interesting, and charismatic. On the other hand, the same traits can sometimes come across as dominant or even aggressive, leading to mixed feelings. The positive side of encountering a man like this is that his ability to engage in conversation and maintain eye contact often signals confidence and interest. This can make interactions more lively and stimulating. His attentiveness might make you feel valued and appreciated, which can be quite flattering. After all, who doesn't enjoy feeling like the center of someone's attention? However, this same behavior can sometimes trigger discomfort or a sense of being overwhelmed. If a man's talkativeness feels overbearing or his constant eye contact seems intense, it might come across as an attempt to dominate the conversation or the interaction itself. This perception can lead to feelings of unease or even a sense of being challenged. This ambivalence, being simultaneously drawn to and cautious of such men, can be confusing. It's important to recognize that these mixed feelings are normal. Human interactions are complex, and it's natural to have multifaceted responses to someone's behavior. This duality in feelings often stems from our evolutionary background, where certain traits can signal both positive attributes and potential threats. From an evolutionary perspective, a man who is confident and assertive might be seen as a good protector and provider, traits that are generally attractive. However, if that assertiveness tips into aggression, it could also signal a potential threat. This evolutionary wiring can make it challenging to navigate modern social interactions, where these traits can manifest in less clear-cut ways. Understanding your own reactions in these situations can be empowering. Reflecting on why you feel drawn to or uncomfortable with a talkative, engaging man can offer insights into your own preferences and boundaries. Are you attracted to his confidence but put off by a perceived lack of sensitivity? Recognizing these nuances can help you make more informed choices about who you spend time with. It's also helpful to consider the context of the interaction. In some settings, talkativeness and eye contact can be entirely appropriate and welcome, such as in a lively social gathering or a spirited debate. In more intimate or serious conversations, however, the same behaviors might feel intrusive or overwhelming. Context can significantly influence how we perceive and respond to someone's behavior. Communication is key in navigating these ambivalent feelings. If you find yourself drawn to but also wary of a talkative man, discussing your feelings openly can be beneficial. Expressing how his behavior makes you feel can provide clarity and set the stage for more balanced interactions. A respectful conversation can help both parties understand each other's boundaries and preferences better. Moreover, personal experiences and past relationships can shape how you perceive and respond to talkative, engaging men. If you've had positive experiences with confident, articulate partners, you might be more inclined to view these traits favorably. Conversely, if past encounters have been negative, you might be more sensitive to potential red flags. Acknowledging this personal history can help you understand your current feelings and reactions. Lastly, it's important to trust your instincts. If a man's talkativeness and eye contact feel genuinely engaging and respectful, it's okay to enjoy the interaction. However, if something feels off or makes you uncomfortable, it's equally important to honor those feelings. Your comfort and well-being should always take precedence in any social interaction. The ambivalence you might feel towards talkative, engaging men is a natural and multifaceted experience. By exploring these feelings and understanding the dynamics involved, you can navigate social interactions with greater ease and authenticity. Celebrate the complexity of your reactions and use this awareness to foster more meaningful and enjoyable connections. Imagine lying awake after a particularly vivid and unsettling dream, wondering why you seem to have more nightmares and emotionally charged dreams than your male partner. It turns out there's an interesting reason behind this phenomenon: hormonal differences between men and women. Research suggests that women are more likely to experience nightmares and emotional dreams due to these hormonal fluctuations, which can influence our sleep patterns and dream experiences. One key factor in this difference is the role of hormones in regulating our emotions and stress levels. Women's hormonal cycles, particularly those involving estrogen and progesterone, can impact the quality and content of their dreams. These hormonal fluctuations are most pronounced during different phases of the menstrual cycle, which can lead to more vivid and emotionally intense dreams. For example, Research indicates that women often experience more intense dreams during the luteal phase of their menstrual cycle, which is the period after ovulation and before menstruation begins. This phase is characterized by higher levels of progesterone, which can influence emotional processing and result in more vivid or distressing dreams. Hormonal changes can also affect the brain's emotional regulation, leading to an increase in nightmares. Additionally, women are generally more sensitive to stress and emotional stimuli, which can carry over into their dreams. This heightened emotional sensitivity can make women more prone to experiencing dreams that are laden with emotional content. Stressful life events, relationship issues, or daily anxieties can be magnified in dreams, leading to more frequent nightmares or emotionally intense dream experiences. It's also important to consider that women often process emotions more deeply, which can influence their dream content. This emotional depth can result in dreams that are more vivid and emotionally charged, reflecting the complex emotional landscape that women navigate in their waking lives. This processing can be a way for the subconscious mind to work through and address unresolved emotions or stress. From a psychological perspective, having more nightmares or emotional dreams might be seen as a manifestation of the brain's attempt to deal with emotional or psychological conflicts. Dreams can serve as a coping mechanism, allowing individuals to confront and process their fears, anxieties, and unresolved issues. For women, this might mean experiencing more frequent or intense dreams as a way of managing their emotional experiences. Understanding that hormonal differences play a role in dream experiences can be empowering. It helps to recognize that these dreams are a natural part of your emotional and hormonal cycles, rather than a sign of something inherently wrong. This awareness can reduce the anxiety or frustration you might feel about your dream patterns and help you approach them with curiosity and understanding. To manage the impact of nightmares and emotional dreams, it can be beneficial to address the underlying sources of stress or emotional turmoil. Engaging in relaxation techniques, such as mindfulness or meditation, can help calm the mind and reduce the frequency of distressing dreams. Keeping a dream journal might also provide insights into recurring themes or issues, offering clues on how to address underlying concerns. If nightmares or emotional dreams are significantly affecting your sleep quality or overall well-being, it might be helpful to seek professional support. Therapy or counseling can provide a safe space to explore and work through the emotional issues that might be surfacing in your dreams. A mental health professional can offer strategies and techniques to manage stress and improve sleep quality. In relationships, discussing your dream experiences with your partner can foster understanding and support. Sharing these aspects of your emotional life can strengthen your connection and help your partner provide the comfort or reassurance you might need. Open communication about your experiences can lead to greater empathy and support within the relationship. The increased frequency of nightmares and emotional dreams experienced by women is closely tied to hormonal differences and emotional sensitivity. Understanding this connection can provide clarity and reduce frustration about dream patterns. By addressing stress, engaging in self-care, and seeking professional support if needed, you can manage the impact of these dreams and promote a healthier emotional and sleep environment. You're collaborating on a project with your partner, and you find yourselves approaching the task in completely different ways. It's not just a matter of personal preference, it's actually rooted in how men and women use their brains differently. Research reveals that men and women often engage distinct parts of their brains to tackle the same tasks, leading to unique and sometimes contrasting approaches that can influence how we interact and understand each other in relationships. Let's delve into how these differences play out. Men typically lean heavily on the left side of their brains for tasks that involve logic, analysis, and sequential problem-solving. This side of the brain is known for its focus on detail and step-by-step processing. It's like having a finely tuned GPS system that zeroes in on the most efficient route to a solution. Men's approach is often direct, methodical, and precise, perfect for tasks that require a clear path and logical structure. Women, on the other hand, tend to use both hemispheres of their brains more equally. This bilateral engagement means women often blend logic with intuition and emotional insight. Imagine it as having a panoramic view of a situation, where you're not just focusing on the immediate details, but also considering the broader context and emotional undertones. This holistic perspective can be incredibly useful for tasks that involve complex relationships or require a deep understanding of multiple factors. These brain-based differences can lead to distinct approaches to problem-solving. For example, when faced with a challenge, a man might quickly dissect the problem into smaller pieces and tackle them one by one, seeking a straightforward solution. A woman, however, might consider the problem from various angles, including how different solutions impact everyone involved and what emotional responses might arise. This integrated approach often results in solutions that are not only practical, but also emotionally considerate. This divergence in approach can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. For instance, during a discussion about a solution, the man might focus on efficiency and practicality, while the woman might prioritize the emotional and relational aspects. These differing priorities can create friction if each partner doesn't fully grasp the other's perspective. Recognizing that these differences are rooted in how our brains process information can help in appreciating and valuing each other's approaches. Rather than viewing these differences as obstacles, they can be seen as complementary strengths. Men's logical focus and women's integrative approach can combine to form a more well-rounded problem-solving strategy. By leveraging both perspectives, you can address challenges more comprehensively and find solutions that are both effective and considerate of all factors involved. One practical way to navigate these differences is through open and empathetic communication. Discussing how each of you approaches tasks can foster mutual understanding and help you find ways to work together more harmoniously. This dialogue can reveal insights into each other's thought processes and preferences, allowing you to collaborate more effectively. Additionally, embracing these cognitive differences can lead to personal growth and a stronger relationship. Learning from each other's approaches can broaden your own perspective and enhance your problem-solving skills. This mutual learning experience can deepen your connection and increase respect for each other's unique contributions. When you acknowledge and appreciate how men and women use different parts of their brains, it becomes easier to navigate your interactions and enhance your relationship. By recognizing these differences and working to understand each other's methods, you can turn potential challenges into opportunities for collaboration and growth. In summary, the fact that men and women use different brain regions for the same tasks highlights the fascinating diversity in cognitive processing. These differences in brain function lead to varied approaches and problem-solving styles, which can sometimes cause misunderstandings. However, by embracing these differences and fostering open communication, you can create a more harmonious and effective partnership. Understanding and valuing these cognitive variations can transform challenges into opportunities for deeper connection and mutual growth. Have you ever wondered why sexual intimacy in a relationship might seem more easily disrupted for women? This sensitivity is a common experience and is rooted in various emotional, psychological, and physiological factors. Unlike men, whose sexual responses might be less affected by external stressors, women often experience a more intricate interplay between their emotional state, relationship dynamics, and overall well-being. One key factor is that women's sexual desire and satisfaction are deeply intertwined with their emotional and psychological state. Stress, mood fluctuations, and relationship issues can have a significant impact on a woman's sexual experiences. When a woman is under stress or dealing with emotional challenges, her body's ability to relax and engage in intimacy can be compromised. This means that external factors can directly influence her sexual response, making it more delicate and responsive to her overall emotional environment. Additionally, women often have a more complex relationship with their sexual experiences due to the interplay between emotional intimacy and physical desire. For many women, sexual satisfaction is not just about physical pleasure, but also about feeling emotionally connected and secure. If there are unresolved issues or conflicts in the relationship, it can affect her ability to fully engage in or enjoy sexual intimacy. This deeper connection between emotional and physical aspects can make women's sexual experiences more sensitive to relationship dynamics. Hormonal fluctuations also play a role in this sensitivity. Women's hormonal cycles, including changes in estrogen and progesterone levels, can impact their libido and sexual enjoyment. For example, during certain phases of the menstrual cycle, women may experience changes in sexual desire or arousal. These hormonal variations can make sexual experiences more susceptible to being influenced by mood changes and stress. The psychological aspect of sexual relationships is also significant. Women often experience a heightened level of self-awareness and self-evaluation regarding their sexual experiences. This self-consciousness can lead to increased sensitivity to how they perceive their own sexual performance and their partner's reactions. Consequently, any dissatisfaction or discomfort can be amplified, affecting their overall sexual well-being. It's also important to consider the role of communication in sexual relationships. Women may be more affected by how they feel about their partner and the quality of communication within the relationship. If there are issues with communication or emotional support, it can disrupt the sexual connection. Effective communication and emotional intimacy are crucial for a satisfying sexual relationship, and any breakdown in these areas can impact a woman's sexual experience. Understanding this sensitivity can be empowering. Recognizing that factors such as stress, mood, and relationship issues can influence sexual intimacy allows for a more compassionate and proactive approach. By addressing these factors and working together to create a supportive and understanding environment, couples can enhance their sexual relationship and overall connection. To manage and mitigate these disruptions, consider focusing on both emotional and physical aspects of intimacy. Engaging in activities that reduce stress, such as mindfulness, relaxation techniques, or quality time together, can improve overall well-being and contribute to a more satisfying sexual experience. Creating a safe space for open and honest communication about sexual needs and concerns can also strengthen the relationship and reduce the impact of external stressors. If these sensitivities are causing significant distress or disruption in your relationship, seeking support from a therapist or counselor might be beneficial. Therapy can provide a space to explore and address underlying emotional or psychological factors that might be affecting your sexual experiences. Professional guidance can offer strategies to enhance communication, manage stress, and improve overall relationship dynamics. In conclusion, the sensitivity of sexual relationships for women, influenced by stress, mood, and relationship issues, reflects the complex interplay between emotional and physical factors. By acknowledging and addressing these sensitivities, couples can work towards creating a more supportive and fulfilling sexual connection. Embracing open communication, managing stress, and seeking professional support if needed can help navigate these challenges and enhance the overall quality of the relationship. Understanding and addressing these factors can lead to a deeper and more resilient connection, where both partners feel valued and understood. By focusing on both emotional and physical aspects of intimacy, you can cultivate a healthier and more satisfying sexual relationship. A color is the keyboard, the eyes are the harmonies, the soul is the piano with many strings. This famous quote by Vasily Kandinsky reflects how deeply color can affect our perceptions and emotions. In the world of dating and attraction, color plays a subtle yet significant role. Research shows that the colors we wear can influence how attractive we appear to others, with men and women responding differently to specific hues. For instance, studies reveal that men are generally more attracted to women who wear the color red, while women tend to find men in blue more appealing. Let's explore why these colors have such an impact on attraction. The color red is often associated with passion, love, and intensity. It's a color that naturally draws attention and evokes strong emotions. When a woman wears red, it can signal confidence, allure, and desirability, traits that are frequently linked to romantic and sexual attraction. This response is deeply rooted in both cultural associations and biological instincts, as red has long been associated with fertility and romantic engagement. On the other hand, blue is a color often associated with calmness, reliability, and trust. For men, wearing blue can enhance their appeal by conveying a sense of stability and emotional depth. The color blue is seen as soothing and dependable, qualities that can make a man appear more attractive in a romantic context. It's as though blue projects an aura of reassurance and security, which can be highly appealing in the dating scene. Understanding these color associations can be a useful tool in enhancing your dating experiences. For women looking to make a memorable impression, wearing red on a date might help highlight qualities of passion and confidence. It's a color that can draw attention and create a sense of excitement. Conversely, for men, choosing blue attire can help project qualities of reliability and emotional stability, potentially making a stronger connection with their date. This influence of color extends beyond just initial attraction. The colors we wear can affect the overall mood and dynamics of a date. For example, red might stimulate more energetic and passionate interactions, while blue might foster a more relaxed and comfortable atmosphere. By being mindful of these effects, you can tailor your choices to suit the type of interaction you wish to create. Moreover, the psychological impact of color is not just about attraction, but also about self-perception. Wearing colors that align with your desired self-image can boost your confidence and influence how you present yourself. If you feel confident and attractive in red or blue, it's likely to enhance your overall demeanor, which in turn can positively impact your interactions. It's also interesting to consider how these color preferences might vary depending on cultural or individual differences. While red and blue have strong associations in many cultures, personal experiences and preferences can also play a significant role. For instance, someone might have unique associations with certain colors based on their own life experiences, which can influence their attraction and response. In practical terms, experimenting with colors in your wardrobe can be a fun and insightful way to explore how they affect your interactions. Try incorporating these colors into your outfits and observe how they influence the responses you receive from others. This experimentation can provide valuable insights into how color impacts your personal style and attractiveness. If you're preparing for a special date or event, consider the emotional and psychological effects of the colors you choose to wear. Aligning your color choices with the mood you want to create can enhance your overall experience and potentially lead to more positive interactions. Whether you opt for the passion of red or the calm of blue, being mindful of color psychology can give you a subtle edge in making a memorable impression. In summary, the attraction to colors like red and blue highlights the powerful influence that visual cues can have on romantic and social interactions. By understanding and utilizing these color associations, you can enhance your dating experiences and better connect with others. Embracing the psychological impact of color and experimenting with different hues can offer valuable insights into your personal attractiveness and self-perception. So next time you're choosing an outfit for a date, remember that color is more than just a choice of fashion. It's a tool that can shape and enhance your interactions. Have you ever wondered about the role of masturbation in the context of a committed relationship? It might surprise you to learn that about 70% of married individuals engage in masturbation. This statistic reveals an important aspect of sexual health that is often overlooked or stigmatized. Understanding this phenomenon can offer valuable insights into how sexual satisfaction and personal expression function within a marriage. First and foremost, it's essential to recognize that masturbation is a normal and healthy part of sexual expression. For many people, it is a way to explore their own bodies, understand their sexual preferences, and experience pleasure independently of their partner. This personal aspect of sexuality can coexist with a fulfilling sexual relationship. Masturbation is a private experience that doesn't necessarily reflect dissatisfaction or a lack of intimacy with a partner. Rather, it's a natural expression of individual sexual needs and desires. In a marital context, masturbation can actually play a positive role in enhancing sexual satisfaction. By engaging in self-stimulation, individuals can learn more about their own bodies and what brings them pleasure. This self-awareness can translate into a more fulfilling sexual experience with a partner. When people understand their own needs and desires, they are better equipped to communicate and share these experiences with their spouse, potentially leading to a more satisfying sexual relationship. It's also important to consider that masturbation can serve as a healthy outlet for sexual expression. Just as people have different ways of coping with stress or managing their emotions, masturbation can be a way to address sexual tension and maintain sexual health. For individuals who might experience fluctuations in libido or who are navigating periods of sexual inactivity within the relationship, masturbation can provide a valuable means of sexual release and satisfaction. Another aspect to consider is the role of masturbation in managing sexual expectations and reducing pressure within a relationship. When individuals engage in self-stimulation, they might experience reduced anxiety about their sexual performance and expectations within the relationship. This can lead to a more relaxed and open approach to intimacy with their partner. By addressing their own sexual needs independently, individuals might find themselves better able to engage in their partner's needs without undue pressure. However, it's crucial to approach this topic with sensitivity and understanding. For some couples, the subject of masturbation might bring up feelings of insecurity or jealousy. Open and honest communication is key in addressing these feelings. Couples can benefit from discussing their sexual needs and expectations in a non-judgmental way, ensuring that both partners feel valued and understood. Addressing these conversations with empathy and respect can strengthen the relationship and reduce any potential tensions related to masturbation. Additionally, it's worth noting that cultural and personal beliefs about masturbation can vary widely. Some individuals might have been raised with stigmatizing views about self-pleasure, which can influence how they perceive and discuss it within their relationship. Understanding these perspectives and approaching the topic with care can help navigate any emotional or psychological barriers related to masturbation. For many, integrating masturbation into their sexual routine can be a positive and enriching experience. It offers a way to explore sexual pleasure and maintain sexual health, while also contributing to overall well-being. When approached with an understanding of its role and benefits, masturbation can enhance sexual satisfaction and contribute to a healthier sexual relationship. Have you ever considered how masturbation fits into the dynamics of a marriage? You might find it intriguing that about 70% of married individuals engage in masturbation. This statistic sheds light on a natural and often misunderstood aspect of sexual health that plays a significant role in many relationships. Exploring this topic can provide valuable insights into how masturbation intersects with marital intimacy and personal satisfaction. Firstly, it's important to appreciate that masturbation is a perfectly normal and healthy part of sexual expression. It's a personal and private activity that allows individuals to explore their bodies, understand their desires, and experience pleasure independently. This doesn't imply any dissatisfaction with one's partner. Instead, it reflects a natural aspect of sexual self-care. Just as we take time for personal hobbies or interests, masturbation is a way to nurture one's own sexual well-being. In the context of a marriage, masturbation can actually enhance sexual satisfaction. When individuals engage in self-exploration, they gain a deeper understanding of their own bodies and what brings them pleasure. This self-knowledge can enrich the sexual relationship with their partner, leading to more fulfilling and communicative intimacy. It's akin to being able to provide your partner with a clearer idea of what you enjoy, which can foster a more satisfying sexual experience for both parties. Masturbation also serves as a healthy outlet for managing sexual tension and maintaining sexual health. Just as we might exercise to stay physically fit, masturbation can be a way to keep our sexual selves in tune. For those experiencing fluctuations in libido or times of sexual inactivity within the relationship, masturbation offers a means of addressing sexual needs and maintaining overall sexual satisfaction. Another benefit is that masturbation can alleviate pressure in the relationship. By addressing their own sexual desires and needs independently, individuals can reduce anxiety about performance or expectations within their partnership. This can lead to a more relaxed and open approach to intimacy, where both partners feel less pressure and more freedom to explore and enjoy each other's company. Of course, discussing masturbation openly with a partner can be sensitive. It's important to approach these conversations with empathy and understanding. Some couples might experience feelings of insecurity or jealousy when it comes to masturbation, so addressing these emotions with care is crucial. Open dialogue about sexual needs and expectations can help bridge any gaps and ensure that both partners feel valued and respected. Cultural and personal beliefs also play a significant role in how masturbation is perceived. Many people grow up with varying attitudes towards self-pleasure, which can influence how they view it within their relationship. Being aware of these beliefs and approaching the topic thoughtfully can help navigate any potential discomfort or misunderstanding. Integrating masturbation into your sexual routine can be a positive experience that enhances overall well-being. It allows for personal exploration and sexual health while contributing to a more balanced and fulfilling relationship. Embracing this aspect of sexual health can lead to greater self-awareness and improved communication with your partner. It's fascinating to consider how our first encounters are influenced by various factors, especially in the context of dating and relationships. Research shows that when a man first approaches a woman, his words contribute only 7% to her initial impression, while his speaking style accounts for 38%, and a staggering 55% is based on his appearance and body language. Understanding these dynamics can provide valuable insights into how to make a memorable and positive first impression. To begin with, let's explore the relatively minor role that words play in initial impressions. While what someone says is important, it constitutes only a small fraction of how they are initially perceived. This doesn't mean that words are insignificant, but rather that their impact is overshadowed by other factors. In the early moments of meeting someone, the content of what is said might be less influential compared to how the message is delivered and the overall impression created by nonverbal cues. Speaking style, which encompasses tone, rhythm, and manner of speaking, has a more significant impact on initial impressions. The way a person communicates can reveal a lot about their personality, confidence, and engagement. A warm, engaging, and articulate speaking style can make a strong impression, signaling that the individual is approachable and interesting. Conversely, a monotone or disengaged style might lead to a less favorable initial impression, regardless of the actual content of the conversation. However, the most powerful element in forming a first impression is appearance and body language. Research indicates that over half of the initial impression is based on these visual and nonverbal factors. Appearance includes everything from grooming and attire to facial expressions and overall demeanor. When a man approaches a woman, his appearance sets the stage for how he will be perceived. This aspect can convey confidence, self-care, and attractiveness, which can significantly influence the overall impression. Body language, including posture, eye contact, and gestures, plays a crucial role in this visual impact. Positive body language, such as standing tall, maintaining good eye contact, and using open gestures, can create an impression of confidence and warmth. On the other hand, closed or defensive body language might signal insecurity or discomfort, affecting the initial impression in a less favorable way. Understanding these factors can be particularly useful when preparing for a first interaction. For instance, paying attention to your grooming and attire can help ensure that your appearance aligns with the impression you wish to make. Being mindful of your body language can also help project confidence and openness, making a positive impact on how you are perceived. It's also worth noting that initial impressions are not just about making a good first impression, but also about creating a foundation for deeper connection. When you focus on presenting yourself positively through both appearance and body language, you set the stage for a more engaging and meaningful interaction. This approach can lead to more positive and lasting connections, as the initial impression opens the door to further communication and relationship building. Additionally, while appearance and body language are crucial, it's important to be authentic. Trying too hard to project a certain image can come across as inauthentic, which can have the opposite effect. Being genuine in how you present yourself and how you engage with others helps build trust and create a more sincere connection. Recognizing the significance of these factors in initial impressions can also guide how you approach new social and dating situations. By focusing on presenting yourself in a positive light and being mindful of your nonverbal communication, you can enhance your ability to make a favorable first impression and connect more effectively with others. So, as you prepare for a new encounter or date, remember that the way you present yourself visually and through your body language can have a profound impact on how you are perceived. Embrace these insights to make a lasting impression and foster more meaningful connections with those you meet. Fact 11. Have you ever felt a deeper connection with someone just because you both vibed to the same song? It turns out that shared love for music isn't just a pleasant coincidence. It's actually a powerful factor in relationship dynamics. Psychological research shows that couples who enjoy similar music tend to have smoother communication and longer-lasting relationships. This intriguing connection highlights how a shared passion for music can enhance emotional bonds and foster better understanding between partners. Music is more than just a series of notes and rhythms. It's an emotional experience that resonates with our deepest feelings. When partners have a similar taste in music, it creates an immediate sense of camaraderie. Imagine bonding over a favorite band or playlist. Suddenly, you're not just sharing sounds, but also sharing a piece of each other's emotional landscape. This mutual appreciation lays a foundation for stronger emotional connections and more meaningful interactions. One of the most significant ways that shared music tastes improve communication is through the creation of common experiences. Music often plays a role in marking important moments in life, from celebrations to moments of introspection. When couples enjoy the same music, they can reminisce and connect over these shared musical milestones. This shared history can become a valuable touchstone, making it easier to navigate conversations and strengthen the relationship. Music has the remarkable ability to influence our mood and emotional state. When you and your partner listen to music you both enjoy, it can lift your spirits and create a positive, relaxed atmosphere. This uplifted mood can lead to more open and effective communication. For instance, sharing a favorite uplifting track can make it easier to discuss sensitive topics and approach problems with a constructive attitude. Moreover, talking about music opens the door to deeper conversations. When couples exchange thoughts about their favorite songs or artists, they're engaging in a dialogue that goes beyond everyday small talk. This exchange allows partners to express their emotions, preferences, and personal stories, fostering a deeper level of understanding and connection. These conversations can strengthen the bond and improve overall communication. Music also helps build empathy between partners. When you share a favorite song or genre, you're not just enjoying the music, you're connecting with each other's emotional responses. If a particular song evokes nostalgia or joy for both of you, it creates a shared emotional experience that enhances empathy and support. This deeper emotional resonance can lead to more compassionate and understanding interactions. Of course, while a shared love for music can enhance communication, it's just one piece of the relationship puzzle. A strong relationship also depends on trust, respect, and mutual support. However, integrating music into your relationship can complement these essential elements by offering a unique way to connect and communicate. Exploring and enjoying music together can be a bonding experience in itself. Whether you're discovering new artists, attending concerts, or simply sharing playlists, these activities offer opportunities for connection and fun. They help create shared memories and experiences that enrich the relationship and bring partners closer together. There you have it. We've explored some fascinating psychology facts about love and relationships. Remember, communication, laughter, and emotional connection are key components of a healthy relationship. Enjoy the simple things in life, like spending time in the sun or listening to music together. Whether you're single or in a committed relationship, take these facts to heart and use them to build and maintain strong, loving connections. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
Welcome back to the land of the Stoics. There's nothing better than sipping a cup of tea and enjoying videos with us. Wishing you a peaceful day. Please comment number 1 to start this exciting journey. Let's go. Have you ever wondered what truly goes on in the minds of women, especially when it comes to love, attraction, and intimacy? In this video, we're diving deep into the fascinating psychological facts about women that can transform your understanding of female pleasure, desires, and emotional connections. By watching this video until the end, you'll uncover secrets that will help you enhance your relationships, boost your intimacy, and connect on a deeper level with the women in your life. So stay tuned to learn why psychological stimulation is key to female pleasure, how smells can influence love, and what unique signs to look out for that reveal attraction. Don't miss out on these eye-opening insights that could change your perspective forever. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you liked the video. You can help me continue spreading the Stoic. If you like the topic of this video, please comment number 1. If you don't, please comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now let's begin. Delving into the intricacies of female pleasure reveals intriguing psychological dynamics. Studies consistently highlight the profound impact of psychological stimulation on a woman's orgasmic experience. The connection between mental arousal and physical response underscores the importance of creating an environment that fosters emotional and psychological intimacy during sexual encounters. Partners who actively engage in understanding and responding to these cues often find that such awareness can significantly heighten arousal and facilitate easier achievement of orgasm. Furthermore, the strategic use of creams or specialized products during foreplay can amplify these effects, particularly when applied to sensitive erogenous zones. These products are designed to enhance sensation and increase blood flow, thereby intensifying pleasure. Incorporating such techniques not only enhances physical enjoyment, but also deepens the emotional connection between partners. In essence, by prioritizing psychological cues and employing tactile enhancements during intimate moments, couples can enrich their sexual experiences. This approach not only promotes mutual understanding and satisfaction, but also encourages a deeper exploration of each other's desires and responses, fostering a fulfilling and intimate connection. Research has shown that a woman's affinity for her partner's scent can significantly influence her likelihood of falling in love, increasing it by an impressive 97%. This underscores the profound role that smell plays in fostering emotional connections and relationships. The olfactory experience not only enhances attraction, but also deepens the bond between partners on a subconscious level. Smell is a powerful sense closely linked to memory and emotion, often evoking strong feelings and associations. A partner's natural scent can trigger positive emotions and memories, reinforcing feelings of comfort, security, and attraction. This connection is not merely a superficial aspect of attraction, but a deep-seated biological mechanism that promotes bonding and intimacy. In addition to scent, other sensory experiences contribute to the strength of a relationship. Touch, for instance, plays a crucial role in building and maintaining intimacy. Gentle touches, hugs, and physical closeness can significantly enhance emotional connection, creating a sense of warmth and affection. These sensory experiences work together to create a comprehensive feeling of closeness and attachment. Understanding the importance of these sensory experiences can help couples nurture their relationship. Paying attention to the subtleties of scent, touch, and other sensory cues can enhance mutual understanding and empathy. Couples who are attuned to these aspects of their relationship often find that their bond becomes stronger and more resilient over time. Moreover, the impact of scent and other sensory experiences highlights the need for a holistic approach to intimacy. Emotional, psychological, and physical connections are all intertwined, each playing a vital role in the health and longevity of a relationship. By recognizing and valuing the role of sensory experiences, couples can create a richer and more fulfilling partnership. In summary, the significant influence of a partner's scent on a woman's likelihood of falling in love illustrates the deep connection between sensory experiences and emotional bonds. This understanding can help couples foster deeper intimacy and a stronger, more resilient relationship. In intimate relationships, many women express concerns about their appearance during sexual encounters. This anxiety can stem from societal pressures, personal insecurities, or past experiences, and it often impacts their ability to fully enjoy and engage in intimate moments. Addressing these concerns with sensitivity and reassurance is crucial for fostering a safe and comfortable environment where both partners can express their desires and vulnerabilities openly. Surprisingly, studies reveal that 38% of women admit to accepting dates primarily for free meals. This statistic highlights the multifaceted nature of women's motivations in dating and relationships, reflecting a complex interplay of economic, social, and emotional factors. Understanding these diverse motivations is essential for creating meaningful connections based on mutual respect and genuine interest rather than transactional interactions. This complexity underscores the importance of understanding individual needs and desires within romantic interactions. Each person brings their own set of experiences, expectations, and insecurities to a relationship, and recognizing these factors can help partners navigate their interactions more effectively. Open communication about these motivations and concerns can lead to deeper understanding and stronger connections. Biologically, during ovulation, women often experience heightened levels of desire and arousal. This phase of the menstrual cycle, characterized by increased fertility, presents a unique opportunity for partners to connect intimately. However, research suggests that many men may not fully capitalize on this period of heightened fertility and sexual receptivity. By being aware of these natural biological rhythms, couples can better synchronize their intimate activities, enhancing their overall relationship experience. Recognizing these dynamics is crucial for fostering deeper emotional and physical connections between partners. By appreciating the significance of scent, understanding diverse motivations, and aligning with natural biological rhythms, couples can enhance their intimacy and strengthen their bond. For instance, scent plays a significant role in attraction and bonding. A partner's natural scent can evoke strong emotional responses and increase feelings of closeness and desire. Being attuned to these subtle cues can enrich the sensory experience of intimacy. Furthermore, understanding the varied motivations behind actions in a relationship can prevent misunderstandings and build empathy. For example, a woman accepting a date for a free meal might be navigating economic constraints or seeking companionship in a way that doesn't necessarily reflect her long-term intentions. Recognizing and discussing these nuances can help partners build trust and mutual respect. Additionally, aligning with natural biological rhythms, such as the ovulatory cycle, can enhance sexual satisfaction and emotional connection. During ovulation, increased levels of estrogen and other hormones heighten sexual desire and receptivity. Partners who are aware of these cycles can use this knowledge to plan intimate moments that are more likely to be satisfying and emotionally fulfilling. Incorporating this understanding into a relationship requires open communication and a willingness to learn about each other's bodies and minds. It involves discussing not just preferences,